Well, apologies for Sandra because she's trying to join us. Have you received apologies from Michelle?
No, no one.
From Sam? So I think we've got everyone here that we would expect, except Clive, who's supernumerary anyway, and Sandra, who's having the struggle to get in. Maybe she'll get in later. So welcome everybody. We'll do what we can in the circumstances. Public participation, to receive questions and statements from the public in relation to items on the agenda. Are there any such items, Dan?
No, no questions.
Okay. Declarations of interest, to receive declarations of interest from councillors on items on the agenda, to receive written requests for dispensations for declarable interests, and to grant any request for dispensation as appropriate. Don't forget, you can always make these further along if you need to. Minutes, to confirm and sign the minutes of the meeting. Are you happy for me to sign the minutes?
Agreed.
Okay. Right, we're on to the flagpole and the flag competition. And so Dan, can you give an update, please, on the flag competition and flagpole?
Okay, well, we have a winner of the flag competition, and I will show you the winning design, if you just bear with me. Oh, I did have it, sorry. That was the winning design. There was an 11-year-old girl.
That's great. That's great. We've got the names on all of the others. Should we have the names on if we're going to look at the, or does it matter?
I'm not sure.
Because we really shouldn't be looking at the names when we are judging the under 12s and the under 16s.
Okay, I can put them up without the names on, so.
I think that's the best thing.
Yeah.
So perhaps you'll explain the next part.
Okay, we've got two prizes. One for under 12s, and the next one is for between 12 and 16. And these are the options.
We're going to choose the winners between us here tonight of,
Yeah.
of these age groups.
Are you, sorry, can you still see my computer?
No.
No.
Okay.
Seeing you.
Good.
And Pat in pink.
Okay, this is the first one.
Right.
What number is that, Dan? Or shall we just call it Rose?
Yeah.
Call it Rose, okay.
Yeah, call it Rose.
Okay.
Number 10.
Number 10, okay.
It's the next one. And that is number 13. Okay.
Yep.
That's the next one. That is number 3.
Okay. We
It's,
haven't seen, there's nothing there.
Nothing
it's
there.
a mystery one.
Okay.
Looks like a
There's
pizza.
nothing there.
Okay, now
Yes. And that's, yeah.
What's the number?
that's number 3.
Number 3.
Right. This is number 4. This is the one that won, but it's still in this category as well.
I'm here.
Oh, hooray.
Oh dear, Sandra, we've just finished the meeting.
That's fine. Listen, that is fine.
I think as this one's already won a prize, I don't think it really, we should be awarding another prize.
I agree. I don't think it's fair.
I think we're looking for a runner-up in this age category rather than including this one in there.
Which
Okay.
one?
Other
Which
people-
one is the first one, Pat? Which one is the winner?
This is the winner, actually.
This is the winner.
This is the winner, yes. But now we're choosing the categories under 12 and under 16.
This is the winner. Okay.
Right, Dan, I think we've seen that one.
Okay.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi. Sorry about that. I got onto it with the Hughes. I found Hughes' email that he sent a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I used, Sandra. I went straight in.
Yeah, so did I on Hugh, but I didn't go straight in with Dan's. That's why I got Dan's one and I used that one. I thought that's the latest one, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Thank you.
I used Hughes.
Right, can we have the last one in that category, please?
Yeah. And that's number 2.
Right. So we're going to exclude number 4. We've got four to choose from. Number 10, number 13, number 3, and number 2. You've got, it's first past the post. So you've got 1 to choose. So Dan, would you like to keep the scores?
Yeah.
Who is voting for number 10?
Well, I can't see, I didn't see them, so I'll stay out of it. It's okay, other than I'll get.
No, let Sandra see them. It can remind everybody. Can you get all
Yeah.
4 up on the screen?
Sorry about that.
Okay, this is number 11. Oh, sorry.
No, number 11's not in it.
No, sorry.
Number
10.
10.
This one is number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's 1 in this age category.
And what age category is that, Pat?
Under 12.
Okay. Under 12.
This is the next one. That's number 13.
And this is under 12 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you came in on number 3. This is number 3.
This is number
No,
3.
I didn't come on this one. I came on with a tree. This is number
Oh,
3.
right. That was, yeah, okay.
Okay, and then last one. Number 2.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Who has been able to come to a decision? Put your hand up if you can come to a decision. Okay, fine. So we'll go round on my, so Farida, what have you chosen?
I chose number 3 because it shows diversity.
Sorry, because
It shows diversity, all the
Yeah.
different religions in the town.
yeah, it does. Very good.
Right, Victor,
I'll go for number 13. 1-3.
1-3. Victor. And Simon.
I'm with Victor on that one, number 13.
Alpha,
I'll go for number 10, please.
number 10. And Prabhakar,
Number 3.
13.
No, 3.
3, sorry.
Yeah, the one with religious symbols.
And I'm going with number 10.
And I'm going with number 3.
You're gone with number 4.
Yeah.
Well, I've already written you down. I must be a witch. I thought you'd already said that. I don't know why.
No.
So Dan, does Dan get a vote?
No.
No.
Okay. Right. Well, then it's number 3.
Number 3.
First past the post, number 3.
Good.
Do we know a name?
Yeah, we shouldn't give the name out
No.
online.
Is it first, second, and third?
No,
Is it
That's just one prize.
1.
One prize. Okay, thank you. Okay.
And under 12, this is a bit more tricky because there's only 2 in it. Whether we decide that we give them Isha Prize or whether we just decide again,
What
we
age
give
group?
no votes.
What
I
age,
suppose we ought to do that because we did that with the others. What do people think?
what age group are they again? Sorry.
Under 16.
Oh, well, they're big enough to understand that one has to win, don't they? If it was
Yeah.
everyone.
But they don't know how many in the category either. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So Dan, can you show us the number
Yeah.
8 and number 9, please?
That's number 8.
Number 8.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Okay, there's only the 2. So we'll go in reverse order this time then. Sandra, are you choosing number 8 or number 9?
I like number 8.
Right. And Prabhakar
Number 9, please.
and Alpha
Number 9, please.
and Victor
Number 9.
and Simon.
Number 9.
You don't need my vote.
No, you don't need it. It's all carried.
You haven't asked me. I'm voting for number 9.
Oh,
Right.
sorry, Farida, I'm really apologies.
So I understand, Pat. So
You're
Number
not,
9.
I understand, you're not important. Your vote doesn't count. Right. Sorry, I do apologise.
Is that under 16?
Under 16, yeah. So that's number 9. We've got the winners now. The next thing that we need to do is look at the flagpole. We've got Dan has worked out for us in the minutes exactly what the costings are going to be, and the costings are they're in the minutes. You have to look onto your minutes. £2,256.55, but that's without a flagpole.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no. That,
No.
what we're looking at that is, that's what we've already agreed.
sorry,
That's
Sorry?
what we agreed in the last meeting.
your sound's gone.
I said that's what we're looking at. That's what we looked at in the last meeting.
We can't hear you, Dan.
Can't hear you, Dan.
Maybe poor Dan's got laryngitis.
As long as he hasn't got COVID, we don't mind. I don't want to catch it off here.
God
Can,
forbid.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, what you're looking at, Pat, is what we agreed in the last meeting. What you need to go to is item 5.
Yes. Item 5 is to discuss a new flagpole. Are we agreed we need a new flagpole?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So can we ask Dan, because there's no rush to do any of this, can we ask Dan then to provide some figures for a flagpole for the next meeting? Would that suit?
Yes.
Yeah, it would suit, but we need a flagpole, don't we? So if he gets 3 tenders and he orders it, we need a flagpole, Pat. Why has it got to come back to the next meeting?
Well, because we can't agree any costings here. We haven't got any costs for the
Okay.
flagpole.
I do.
Dan, have you? Oh,
It's on the
sorry,
tender.
Dan. Sorry. Am I?
We have prices 750, 950. Am I right, Dan?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. You're right. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, it's item 5 on the agenda. So 525. Into soft ground 750, into concrete 950. Oh, and we'd need to pay more for a flag as well.
Let's pay for the flag. The important thing is, how many do we want and where do we want to put them? Because ground surveys have to be done, permission needs to be done. It's not as easy as just putting a pole up.
No.
But it's easy getting the flagpole. That doesn't have to come back to the town to the next meeting, does it, in November?
No, but we've got to. So we've got to decide first of all what kind of flagpole we want.
Well, we
We need one, and we've got to buy another flag.
The mayor's hand is up. The mayor want to say something.
Simon, sorry.
Sorry, guys. I just want to say that we could do with a couple of flags at least, because you know, we want one at Fairway Hall and potentially one portable one. And we also mentioned at the last meeting potentially about getting a portable flagpole that we could use at things like Remembrance Sunday and other council events. Maybe for the town festival, we could you know, fly the flag by the council's marquee. So in my mind, I think potentially at least 2 flags and with one temporary flagpole just to use for various events. And we could potentially get the temporary flagpole first to use for events, followed up by the permanent one, which can be fitted at a later date.
Okay, right. So we're going to need 2 flags, and 2 flags will cost us £320. Is that correct?
Yeah.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, of course.
We have 2 different prices. One is 160, the other one is 358. I understand one is interlayer or something like that. What's the difference? Can someone explain to me, please?
The 161, that is the basic flag printed on one side. The second one is a better quality one that's printed on knitted polyester. It's more of a better quality.
So it will last longer.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should go for then, because
should.
we only, how do people feel, Simon?
So looking at the quote, it seems to me that the £160 flag will only be printed on one side. So if that's correct, it will look a bit silly, a blank one side with
It's
the
mirror image.
on the other.
It's mirror image.
I assumed it was both sides.
But this says double-sided flag printed on the second one,
So
whatever
what's
that
the
means.
difference between mirror image and double-sided?
A mirror image is not as, it's not exactly the same as the other side. It's a mirror image, so it's not as clear, Pat, on the other side. That's the mirror image.
Shouldn't it be mirror image because you're looking at both sides when it flies? Surely a mirror image is better than
You
just
need
a
to both sides, I think.
Of course we do, yeah, because we can't have a one-sided flag. But I think it's quality rather than
Exactly.
I think it is quality, and if we're looking for something that lasts, I think we need to go for it.
So we're going for the 358 times 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if we're going to, do we just want one good quality one?
No, we want the same, Pat.
We want the same.
No,
Okay.
please don't cheapen it, because why we're not a cheap council, we're a quality council.
Okay. So that's a little over £720
Yeah.
for
Yes.
flags, and then the flagpole is
It's 525.
How much is a flagpole?
£525.
Oh, it's the top, at the top, yes.
and then the installation. So is it 750 for the flagpole installed into the soft ground, or is it £750 as well?
As well.
Right. Oh my goodness me. I think we've got to look at the worst case scenario, and we've got to say it could go into concrete. So we've got to look at £1,000. If we find we get it into softer ground, we've got a budget, I think, for the concrete one. Also, ground.
£50,000 plus that.
It's £2,242.78. The whole thing.
Including the flags.
No, it isn't, because we've got the planning application's 274,
Okay, without the planning application, but
and the ground survey.
yeah, well, a ground survey.
You've got to have the ground survey to make sure that there's no utilities or anything underground. I don't know how much the ground survey would cost.
But they know, they know what the borough, don't they? What's
Oh,
underneath.
absolutely. But we've still got to know what the ground survey cost might be. So you've totaled this up to be 2,200. We're looking at £3,000, I think.
Yeah, we are with the 900. Yeah.
Are we agreeing to £3,000? And we are looking for that to come out of Dan. Is there any budget there that you've got from artist fees or anything left?
Well, we could do we could do a budget variant for that from the artist fees. So yeah, we can take it out of that if you would agree to that.
Because we're not having anything. So yeah.
So, but also there'll be the cost of the so we'll have one flagpole, 2 flags, but we also want a portable flagpole.
I've seen a portable one for £300.
So should we budget for 3,500 just in case?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, right. Is that flagpole? Sorry for the confusion there. But I think we've finished with the flagpole.
Just one other thing. Bob Redmond sent me some designs for the banners this evening.
Oh,
So I'll show you what they are. Bear with me.
Clive, can you unmute yourself and we'll say hi? But maybe not. Okay. Sorry, Dan, go on.
Okay, can you see that one?
Yeah.
That's the first design. These are the banners that are going to go up at the station.
Yeah.
This is the second one.
What does
I'm
it
sorry,
say
could you
there?
move your mouse away from it so we can see it?
What does it say on the left?
Yeah, you got your mouse, you got your pointer over the image of
Just
B15.
need to be a bit bigger.
Is it- Is that better?
No,
No,
Nothing,
it's only got
nothing at all.
Okay.
looks like tweed material.
This is incredibly fiddly. I do apologise. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's that one, and then there's
Lovely.
this one.
That's got the old spelling on. I don't think we could do that.
No. But I have an issue that it doesn't say the town council on it. If we're spending so much money on it,
I have an issue with that.
Oh, I absolutely do too. Yes, I think it should be Elstree Bournemouth Town Council.
Absolutely.
I did a mock-up one of myself, that one,
Yeah.
because people, they won't know what it is. You know,
Yeah.
that not everybody reads the town crier, not everybody voted, so they're not going to know what the flag is. That says it all.
Good point. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, I think if we're going to have them up for a long time, we probably Elstree Bournemouth Town Council would be enough.
Yeah.
The town, the rest of it, town flag competition winning design, we wouldn't want that up for
No.
posterity, would we?
No, we wouldn't.
And I think it's too much as well.
Hmm.
Too many
But
words for me.
Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council is lovely.
Unless we just got one made up like this and the rest all. No, I think we need them all to be the same. What do other people think?
Well, how about Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council? Get rid of the rest of the words, but underneath have our emblem, you know, that's on.
It's on there, our
Yes,
emblem.
it's there.
No, it is on there, but I meant more to the
Yeah,
centre.
right,
or
I'm
something.
just
Yeah, yeah.
here. Right, I'm going to have to go now, folks. Sorry about this. Just
Okay.
about to go into a pub, which looks quite quiet, but I'll
Fine.
try and keep following you. I'll mute myself for the moment.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
I
May-
agree.
may-
I don't think we need.
May I
a
suggest
flag.
something, please? If we have Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council flag, we add the flag there, then with the sign, as Farida suggested, to come in the middle a bit up. Because if it's just a banner, they will not know that's a flag or it's just a banner. So if we can have Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council flag, then our logo in the middle.
I don't think we need the word flag, though, do we?
The,
It'd be good if we actually had a flag up by the station where the banner's going to be. Then it would be.
May I suggest something that we only have the Elstree and Bournemouth, then we have our town council insignia in this as well.
Yeah, it's down here. Look, Alpha at the bottom. Right, let's go round then. And Farida,
Did you hear me?
Yeah,
I said, may I suggest that we have Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council along with our logo.
It is on there, Alpha. It is on there. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think that's rather than having all of the other writings and other things on there.
Yeah,
Other word-
So Alpha, basically what you're saying is the same thing that Farida said.
That's,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're
exactly
agreeing with
what I said.
Farida. Victor,
Yeah, I suggested the flag, just to add the flag, but whatever the majority says.
Simon,
Yeah, I mean, I think potentially just the flag with Elstree and Bournemouth Town Council. I think that should be enough.
Sandra.
can I just, how many of these, Dan, how many of these are going up at the station?
10, I believe.
Well, why can't we just have one in the middle with what Victor said, saying what it is, one, just one, and that can come down. We can, he can get. Do you know what I mean? At least they will know it. People will know when they look up what this is, why it's there, what's happened. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, Victor's right. It's the town flag. I agree. It's very nice, very nice. But it's nice also for people to know it's only one banner in between.
Supposing then we had the 10 banners made identical.
Yes.
And have one extra banner that could go up just to announce the competition winner. No, we couldn't do that because we can't get them up and down very easily.
No, we can't. That's the problem. We can't do that.
With the competition, the winner, that's the flag we're using, that's the design we're using. We don't need to put a winner or competition winner design.
No, we don't need, no, but we need to, I think, like you said, town flag. It's because
maybe, what about we've got that big notice board there.
Oh,
why don't we get a big, an A3 flag and just put up in the, so the impact is the banners and the notice board, they can see it's yellow and green like this.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
About the winner, who it is, and that it was a town flag competition. Maybe even the page of the town crier up there as well.
Yeah, good idea.
Sorry, I didn't ask you yet. I can't see, I've only got 4 people on my screen. I'm really sorry. So Prabhakar, I haven't heard from you.
He's not there.
Not there.
Can I? Can I just add something?
Simon.
I just want to say that given that the flags are going to be at the station, what about if we added to it, Elsfield Broad Town Council welcomes you, and we could possibly have it in French and German as well, to because of our town twinning, because I think that potentially could be very nice. So Elsfield Bournemouth Town Council welcomes you in large letters in English, and underneath in smaller letters welcomes you in French and welcomes you in German.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Many people do that.
Well, I only think that it actually, we ought to have something at by the notice board, which I think the Twin Town have been asking for a long time, is that we have a separate space there that gives a little bit of information about both our twin towns and their logos and everything. And we should have a welcome sign. Yes, but is it, people would prefer it to be on the banner.
That will be helpful if it's at the station, because if you look at the signboard from the borough, they all have it, the twin towns. So I don't know why the town that's really twin with these places won't have it on their flag or banner.
I think it's getting a bit complicated here. I think probably, my view is perhaps we just let's stick with the design that we chose. Do some sort of display in the notice board at the station, and then think about for next year, because I think the following year, 2022, is a big occasion. It's I don't know, is it 40 years of twinning or something like that? It's a significant number for the Twin Town Association, and maybe we ought to think about, you know, doing something more permanent for our friends from Offenburg and Fontenay. I don't know.
Or maybe this is something that should be discussed with Martine.
Yeah. So what? Right, let's go back to the drawing board. We have got a banner with a lot of words on it. Now we're going to narrow the words down to say Elstree Bournemouth Town Council
flag
with our town logo. Are we going to put flag on it or not? Because
No, I don't think so.
No, I think we just leave
Yeah,
it.
we
I
do.
like the logo though. I like the.
Oh, definitely, definitely our town logo needs to be on there. Are you going to tell Bob and John the bad news then, Dan?
Yep, I'll tell them.
Blame it on us.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it
you
is
tried
enough.
your best, but they wouldn't listen.
You know, and we could have lots of little flags printed up and laminated all round the notice board just to draw people's attention to it. A3 flags, A4 flags that we make ourselves at the town council, just to draw people's attention. We can, if it's all yellow and green, it ties in with what they're going to see at the station entrance, and then we could do. But somehow, somewhere, we do need to say welcome, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, right.
So, Madam Chairman,
Yes, sorry.
the suggestion about flag with the twin town names, are we moving it to next meeting, or are we shelving it, or are we deferring it? Where are we on that?
Sorry. To do something now with the Twin Town, I think we need to put it on to the next agenda and invite Martine along. I think
Okay.
we can really make arrangements for the Twin Town without having somebody representing the Twin Town. How do people feel about that?
Correct, I'm sure.
I think that is correct.
It's correct.
Okay. Now Dan's wondering which of you is going to be in court. He's working out the Christmas arraignments. So let's pass it over to Dan, please, and let us know what's going to happen in this the first COVID Christmas of a lifetime.
Okay, the Christmas lights will be going up next week on the 12th of October. I don't think we're going to be able to do our normal switch on ceremony, looking at the way things are. So I've come up with an idea. We do a video with Simon giving a special Christmas message. And then I've spoken to Andrew Grady, and we could have Bournemouth Brass perform some music on the video, some Christmas carols. And then I thought maybe we'll get a few EastEnders to give some Christmas messages.
Good idea.
I've been in touch with
A virtual switch on.
Yeah, like a virtual switch on. So I've been in touch with EastEnders. I've already got one, and she's already done the message. And I'll play it for you now if I can. Just bear with me.
That's a great idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Are we all agreed on that?
Yeah.
My question is, where will it be played? Is it like a screen by the church to play it on, or is it a YouTube?
No, it'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Facebook, a website.
Yeah, we can't have anything at the church in case it attracts anybody to be there.
Can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to play you the video now. Can you see it?
We can, but it'd be lovely if she wasn't laying down. But when she stands up,
We can't hear what she's saying.
but maybe that's the mystery of it.
It's the recording's not great, and I don't think it works too well over Zoom. But basically, she sings "Happy Christmas," and she says, "I wish everybody in Elstree and Bournemouth a happy Christmas."
Oh,
Very
that's lovely. That's
Lovely.
really nice.
Very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
In EastEnders, is she?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's from EastEnders.
I don't watch it, so.
Hopefully, I'll have some more. I've written to quite a few of them.
Very good.
So yeah, that's where I am with that.
Lovely.
You know,
Um,
sorry, Dan. Sorry, go on, Dan.
There's also the trees outside All Saints. There's an issue because everything's happened this year. I don't think they're going to go up, but they will be going up. I don't think they'll go up in time for Christmas.
What?
It's just because the Lamps and Tubes people have had people on furlough. So's Ringway, and there's such a big backlog because they have to work together to get them put in. Ringway install it, and then Lamps and Tubes do.
We've lost you.
Can't hear you, Dan.
What Dan has said, if you have a look in your pack, Dan has suggested that this goes up temporarily.
Yeah.
Where?
Join us when you can, when we can hear you.
Go up where, Pat?
In those trees. In those trees, there'll be
Outside
the trees outside All Saints Church will have NHS and a love heart, and it will be lit up like that because we can't, and they will be LEDs because we can't get the connections to the electricity. They have to dig up the ground and put those electrical connections, and it's unlikely that we could get them in time for Christmas. If we can, that would be good, but at the moment we
Pat.
can't.
Okay. Well, I would have liked then to know, because I've asked for 5 trees, 5 Christmas trees from Gristwood and Tom's.
Oh, that's fine. They won't affect those. Well, this is the other trees outside.
Yeah, but the ordinary Christmas tree outside the church, will that go? Because they've
yeah.
said they.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those 5 trees will be as normal. No, this
Okay,
is
that's
those trees. We were going to have like those mistletoe balls. Do you remember?
Yeah, we were. Okay.
but,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's no. The other trees are fine. The other trees are fine.
Okay.
Dan, do you
Okay,
want
that's
to
fine.
talk again?
Can you hear me now?
No.
I don't know what's wrong tonight with my computer.
It's come on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the power will be done, but it might not be done for Christmas. But it's on the list of things to be done. So yeah, what Pat was saying about the NHS,
Yeah.
that'll be for the. That'll be in the new year. Yeah. So as soon as the power unit's installed, we can have a display like that. Because it'll be after Christmas. So we might as well make use of it because it's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No harm. It's nice.
Okay.
Dan, who is going to put up the lights on the trees? Because it was the light people that did it.
Oh yeah, they're still going to do it. These
Okay.
trees are extra.
I'll be putting up the.
Oh, okay,
the
that's
outside.
fine. Okay.
The only
Yeah.
thing that will be missing is the new lights that we wanted for those few trees outside the church.
Yeah.
Everything else will be done.
As usual.
Yeah.
Any more arrangements, Dan?
That's it. What does everybody think about Christmas? What?
It isn't going to happen.
It's December the 25th this year.
That's all we know.
I think we can't plan for anything. There is a suggestion. Elstree Mozart players are going ahead with a socially distanced concert at Allen Hall with an orchestra of 32 on November the 14th. It's all been paced out so that the orchestra and the audience will be socially distanced 2 meters, not 1. And that means that an audience, maximum audience of 65. Now, Derek has offered to do a Christmas concert for the town with Christmas music, pieces of Christmas music played by an orchestra because no singing is allowed. But it looks like singing has been allowed again tonight. They're saying that Evensong may be sung. So singing may be back on the agenda. So it could be a concert with singing if it is allowed at that time. What do people, we're not going to be able to have the BBC band because they're not able to play. There'd be too many of them. And I think there's 42. and it means that there would be, well, we couldn't have an audience. And I think you said it's 1,600, Dan.
It would work out at £20 a ticket if we were selling them, break even.
I don't think you'd sell that.
No.
Whereas we could sell the tickets if we have the Elstree Mozart Players. We could arrange. I think if we did it free, people would take free tickets and might not turn up.
Yeah,
But if we charge £5, we get something back. And I think the total concert with the hire of the hall would come in at something like £500. Of course,
Yeah.
go ahead. What do people think? I mean,
What I want to say is, hopefully the ban will be lifted or somehow so people can attend. We can put it out there for £5 or £2, but the uncertainty, people's fear, may be an issue to buy the tickets.
I think if they pay £2, it's almost like having it free.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. I mean, if they pay at all, if they buy the ticket at all, it will be an issue because everybody's not certain about the whole coronavirus and what the government is doing.
Sandra, then Simon.
Well, we charged £8, I think, last year, didn't we? £8 for a ticket for the. I mean, £5 then is a bargain for them, and I think maybe some people will want to do something with their lives. You know, I think I think people will pay a £5 personally.
Yeah.
Simon.
So I've got two issues. First of all, I think it'd be great if we could put on a concert. My main concern is the demographic that these concerts attract. Will they be willing to come out during the pandemic? And my second point is that, you know, coronavirus is a fast changing virus, and we don't actually know what how social distancing and what government rules could be in place in the run up to Christmas. Bear it in mind, colds, flus, it might get worse then because it's the depth of winter. So yeah, I'm for it, but I think I'm for it, but I think
it would only run on the premise that it would be under the because Adam Lane wouldn't allow it, for instance, unless it's under the government guidelines. Adam Lane will not allow it to go ahead. The Elstree Mozart Players would be on standby right up until the day of the concert and would know that if it had to be cancelled, it would be cancelled. And
Yes.
Allen Hall won't charge for anything that has to be cancelled because of the pandemic.
So
I
there's no
think
financial
we've got
losses
much
involved.
to lose.
So there'll be no financial. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, I think it'll be great to have a semblance of normality before Christmas. You know, if people want to come, I think it'd be nice.
And we could ask them to send forward to us. It doesn't need to come to the next meeting, but some of the music that they think they might be playing for us.
We'd have to have names and addresses because of NHS track and trace.
Oh, absolutely. All the tickets would have to be sold beforehand. Everyone will be tested with have their temperature taken before they enter. And if their temperature is up, they wouldn't be allowed in. It's all marked out which way in and which way out, and only one person in the toilet at a time. It's suggested that these concerts don't have an interval, because then people don't have to get up and drink anything. So they're shorter than usual. That was the idea of having the £5. So Sandra.
Well, I just want to say that not everybody, older people, are not having a life, if you like. People are going out. You know, our club, I went round to many houses giving packages when it first started, and then we ring them up and ask them how they are and all of that, and the people are going out. I'm talking about older people. So not everybody's given up their lives because of the coronavirus. Older people say, well, you know, how much can I stay? Why would I want to stay in when I'm at this age? If I can explain it like that, I don't know how else to
It's
explain
exactly
it.
the way I feel, Sandra. I will not spend the rest of my life in a prison.
Exactly. I'm just trying to say how people feel older. The older people.
That's the way I feel. When I'm
Yes,
up.
exactly. They are going out. They are going out because I've seen people in
I
shopping.
keep within the law and.
Oh yeah, within the law, of course.
Of course, within the
So
law.
I recommend then that we proceed with the concert on the 19th of December, but with the caveat that it would be cancelled if the government guidelines changed.
Of course, of course. Goes
And
without-
are we saying £5 or £8 for a ticket?
Excuse me, Chair.
Yes,
Yeah.
Alpha.
Chair, I think that we should go into this concept with an open mind and subject to coronavirus, the changes.
Of course,
Are we all in agreement with this then?
of course. That's absolutely.
Okay, all in agreement. Cost £5, £8, I really don't mind.
£5.
£5 will do.
£5, okay. Everyone happy? Right. Okay, wonderful. We're moving now on to Dan. Do you have any more Christmas arrangements that you want to discuss?
No,
Future events.
That was short and sweet.
I
Okay.
could put up an ice rink for you, Farida, but it was a bit expensive for one.
Oh, all right then. Well,
I
okay,
know
I'll
it's
be
going to be
strong.
upset.
I'll be strong, Pat.
Yeah. No tears for us. Future events, Dan, attached.
that was just about the lights. I've already told you about that.
Okay, okay. And to ask you about the mask.
Nobody's entered the Halloween competition, unfortunately. We've got one entry for the virtual talent show. So I'm suggesting that we extend the deadline to January,
Yes.
because it doesn't really matter when we do that.
No.
No, okay, that's wonderful. Budget environment to
Oh, Pat, sorry. We're going to talk about the reservoir article under the future.
under the town crier. What the decision is that we will the town crier subcommittee will meet on the 19th of October. And Prabhakar and Alpha, will you be able to attend? It's an afternoon meeting at 2 o'clock. So we can look through the articles that we've received and make a decision about what goes into the town crier. We have to meet then because otherwise the deadline for all the articles is the 19th of October. Sorry, it's the 20th we're going to meet. The 19th, they're all supposed to be in. Dan will be able to mock up a town crier for us by that time. And then we will be able, because obviously we've got to get it together. It's got to go to the printers. It's got to come back and it goes backwards and forwards. So we want to have our first subcommittee meeting on Tuesday, the 20th of October at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Because
So,
the following week is half term.
Madam Chairman, I just want to be clear of what you said. So 19th is the last day to submit any article.
Yeah.
And 20th, the committee will meet.
But Dan's got quite a few in already.
Okay.
So by the 19th, you should have most of them. That's the deadline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can be getting it together. And so how many people could make the 20th to go through the articles? It's important that we have a Labour councillor there. Alpha, you've okay, that's great. Thank you, and both of you. Okay, that's good.
In which room will the meeting be?
It'll be in Fairway Hall. I just need to know who's going to come because there can only be so many people in there.
Well, we're suggesting that it's in Fairway Hall. We can, Dan and I met there last week. We can have tables so we can be 2 meters apart. And so we can look through a copy of the magazine. We won't be able to do it by Zoom. It isn't easy to do that.
Okay.
So you can make it, Sandra?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think Clive would make it as well. If anyone else can let me know, I know that some of you, that would be great. So we can go through that.
Can't be more than 6 anyway, can it?
Pardon?
Can't be more than 6.
Oh yes, we can meet 25 in there.
Oh, okay.
We don't want 25, but we can. There's enough space for 25 people. So we're not having a tea dance, right?
Oh, what a shame.
And
You would have come. I know.
sorry, Pat, and we'll discuss the Ordnance Reservoir article there.
Yes, I think so, because I think one of the big problems now is it's becoming very political. We actually have got a what it says, what was said at the last meeting with John said, this would help to establish how much common ground there is between each of the groups and facilitate the much needed dialogue, without which the present impasse seems likely to endure. Well, at the moment, we don't have an impasse. We do have a dialogue. We have Hertsmere Borough Council talking with Liberty Lake Leisure, and we've got to be very careful that we don't prejudice those talks by upsetting anybody either side. So we will need to make a decision then. So I would suggest that you don't, even though you do a mock-up, Dan, the mock-up shouldn't include those until the committee have had a chance to look at them and have a meeting, because we don't know what the content of these might be. And also what we've got to be very careful of is that we don't want to, it's not a political magazine, so we can't put political points of view.
No.
And we can't either put inflammatory material in there, neither can we put supposition in there. They've all got to be facts that are tried with clear evidence to support them. So we really do need to see what the articles contain. Do I say about the email you received, or shall I just leave that, Dan?
You can do. I don't have a problem.
Well, Dan's received an email from somebody called Nick Oakley from the Labour Party, really upset that nobody asked them to make a contribution. But their names were not on the list because it wasn't intended to be a political party response. John suggested Morris, Harvey and Caroline, and I suppose he didn't, I can't think of John courting Conservative opinion. I think that John, he wanted their opinions because of the post they hold, that Caroline is the county councillor for that area, Harvey, Morris is the leader, and Harvey is on planning, etc. And there was never any intention for it to be a party.
And they're both in Elstree Ward as well, Pat.
Well, that's true. That is absolutely true. Sandra.
Can I just say that this is so delicate that we can't jeopardize not one word that's being, we cannot jeopardize anything to this now. All of us, any of us. I think anything in the town crier would be very foolish, very foolish.
It would be very difficult, and it would have to go past, it would have to pass a legal test anyway to make sure.
It would. Absolutely it would.
We wouldn't.
It's not political. It shouldn't be political, but it is being pulled over in Facebook as political.
Facebook is a big problem because
exactly.
There which are could be challenged.
So you know, to have anything at all about what's going on is very, very foolish on the town council's part, in my opinion.
Incorrect, Sandra. It's dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, and anything that is in that crier will be, the public will assume that is where the town stands or in support of whatever is there. So it's better that we don't put anything at all
Yes,
until it's, everything is resolved.
at
Well,
this
we can
moment,
make the final decision when we see what the articles are. They may
I
be
think-
quite innocuous. We don't know.
I think at this time we haven't got an opinion, Pat, because
Oh, no.
because they are speaking and we can't do that. Honestly,
And we don't want to upset either side and jeopardise any.
either side, of course, either side.
No. I take that as read. Sorry.
I agree.
Okay. So at the present time, it's unlikely that any articles on the reservoir would be going into the town crier in any case.
I agree. Very much so.
Okay. Are we recommending then that we don't include any in the town crier?
Can I propose that? Can I say that now? I recommend that we do not put anything in the town crier about it.
And can I second it, please, Madam Chair?
Thank you.
I feel quite strongly about it.
And so do I. It worries me. It worries me a
Other
lot.
opinions?
I understand that recently they allow people to walk by the footpath there.
Yes.
So do we say something to thank them to show good faith just on that?
No.
And no,
Okay.
because even
No,
that's
I don't think anything.
that's even been used as a it's been used incorrectly.
Okay.
It's been,
we-
in fact, it's
forgetting
been
them.
used as a scoring point. Can I just say it's been used as a scoring point, and it
Mm.
was not. It was done by county council and the company that owns the place. We can't
It's
get.
a court order. A court order, an injunction was taken out against Liberty Leisure Limited, and it's either because of the planning inspector's court action or because of the deeds that the Herts County Council hold, which are also the owners are being taken to court because nothing should be erected on the site. But both of those are sub judice, but it's nothing to do with any influence from any
We
organisation.
should stay right out of it because we
Okay.
don't have a knowledge.
We just leave everything about it then. We don't put
should
it
leave
there.
it out, honestly. I think we're
Yeah.
treading on too many toes. Honestly, I do.
Absolutely.
I support the proposal and the seconder then.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, I'm in favour of that. So we've got a proposal from Sandra,
And seconded by Farida.
seconded by Farida.
Mm.
So we need.
And I agree with both of them.
Thank you.
Right, I agree.
You need to get an agreement, Pat.
Yes, we need to put it to the vote.
Yeah.
Right. Those in favour of the recommendation that at this stage we don't include anything about the reservoir in the town crier until we know what's happening with the negotiations.
Agreed.
I think we should include the sub judice, that'll be easier, since the matter is sub judice.
Yes, you could make a statement. Yes, that's a great
Sub
idea,
judice.
Pravika.
Yeah.
Well, Alpha, how do
Nobody
you?
can question us later.
Then we
right.
should just say that all of this is sub judice, so it can't be included.
Absolutely.
Why do you need to make a statement, Pat? Why do we in the town council need to say anything? We've just discussed that we won't put anything in the town council.
No, we're discussing it here that it's sub judice, so it can't be.
Yeah. So you can't put anything in. Okay.
I think it's
I
At
vote
least-
for that.
At least we owe an explanation to our constituents. At least we can say that it's subject.
Oh, that's right. We can write to the individuals who.
Oh, we can tell out the individuals, yes, but not in the
and
town.
write to them and say that this is.
A week on ourselves, can't we, Alpha? You can see your constituents and tell them. We don't have to have it in writing, in print. It's too intimidating in print.
You could just say that you're aware negotiations are going on between the authorities and the company.
Say if you want to say anything.
Well, I think we'll make, if we need to make a statement, that will be decided at the subcommittee.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on now. Dan, any more on the town crier?
Nothing more.
No, budget environment.
What does the word environment mean, Pat?
You're moving it from one source to another. So
Oh,
instead
okay.
of paying the milkman, you're going to pay the insurance man this week. Is that all right?
But then you won't be able to have tea. Yeah.
Oh, that's the
Pay Peter to pay Paul.
Okay, so we've got, are we agreed that we will reallocate some of the entertainment's budget to cover some of these other things that we are wanting to do, like the flagpole and anything else that needs to be used to, Dan, perhaps you'd explain.
Yes, so things like if we're going to do a concert for the NHS next year before the new budget, so if we were talking about doing it to mark the 1 year anniversary of the lockdown, which was in March, so that would come out of this current budget.
Right.
Okay.
And we also thought, didn't we, that the fireworks budget will be celebrations when we can celebrate, you know, so that things that are in this budget now we'll be using later on. Is everyone happy that we will keep an eye on what goes on? But Simon.
Yes, and we also agreed to have a memorial service as well next year in memory of those that lost their lives to the pandemic.
Yeah. So it's agreed that we will have a memorial service. Yeah. Yeah. Headline items for the 21-22 budget.
When was the Twin Town anniversary?
I think it's 2022, but I need to confirm that.
Okay, because that could be
I
something.
think Nick told us last time, didn't he? Nick came on and said. But it's the anniversary of the brass band in 2021. I think that's why Andrew was trying to get on tonight. So obviously the brass band, if they're able to, would like to do some special events during their, I think it's their 50th anniversary as a band in the town. And I think it's something worth celebrating because they do a lot for us, and and they support the town in many ways. And Dan, we did discuss how we might be able to put some money into a budget that could be used if something, because we don't even know if it's going to be used, do we? We just don't know what's going to be, what happened. But Dan's got an idea about how we could budget for that if needs be.
And the bandstand, will it be available for them to use?
Right. There's the big thing. Sandra and I went to meet the new Peter Geraghty and Aaron Niblett, David Smith, Ross Weir and Sue Johnson on Thursday, and the submission. So there is in fact, you probably got, I don't know if you can put the photograph up for people to see, but it was agreed that it would be a traditional bandstand look. It's being called a performance shelter, and it will have the cine reel on the top, and it will have I think it's called a filial around at the bottom of the canopy, which Peter Geraghty thought was moons and stars, but in actual fact, it's a cine reels with cine film going round it. There will be an article about it in the Town Crier. It's just for Aaron to get together with Hugh and to get the dimensions and the planning application in. That's it. And then it will be fast tracked. So that's what it will look like. The Borough Council will be paying for the ground to be done hard standing. They've already put the electrics in, but they will be connecting it up, and Andrew and Norman Shuker will be helping them with the arrangements for sound and lighting. So but Peter wants to fast track it so that as soon as all the information is there, it will go to the planning committee, and we should have it will go up as soon as possibly can. So we're hoping that maybe it would be a great thing for the brass band in their 50th year to be the inaugural concert there.
It's a lovely idea.
So roll on the good weather, roll on the bandstand, and roll on, oh no,
And-
the performance shelter.
And the end of COVID.
The end of COVID. Right, I'm running out of paracetamol.
Roll on COVID. Roll on COVID, did you say?
Roll on.
End of COVID.
Go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Right, okay. So anything else that you think might need to go into the budget for next year? Are there any other celebrations that are forthcoming? We've talked about the memorial service. We've talked about GMC are doing the memorials themselves. Are there any other things that people think would be worth celebrating next year that are special? Other people might know about other special events in the.
I'll celebrate if I'm alive, Pat.
Yeah. Sandra and I are going to a night club, aren't we, Sandra?
Absolutely, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll be back at 6.
No, 7.
Is there anything special that you think that you would like to include next year?
No, I can't think of anything.
Just like to be able to do something normal. But Sandra and I did a game. We were getting here, there, and everywhere in our masks and socially distanced.
Well, I think we should do, Pat, I think we should do something, and not joking so much now, for the care homes who've suffered enormously. Seriously.
We could, a friend of mine does Zumba. She does Zumba classes. Actually, I do her classes. You'd never know. But she goes to care homes and she does her Zumba classes outside their windows when the weather's been good. And they come to the window and they do the classes there. But there's no reason why, when the weather gets better, we could put on a concert outside the care home.
Yeah. Well, let's just keep it in our minds. It's just
lovely idea.
The brass band.
Thinking of a tea dance, actually. Don't laugh.
But seriously, the brass band have offered, sort of like a strolling minstrels, have offered to walk around the town and playing Christmas carols. Well, in case they got a big crowd behind them, we didn't think that might be able to happen. But thinking about what you've just said, most care homes have got an outdoor space inside.
Yes.
Inside their.
They have, yeah.
A garden of some sort. Maybe it would be a nice gesture for Borehamwood Brass to go and play in their garden.
I think it would be much appreciated.
But lovely. That's really
Forest
good.
Care have got a big place for them to be.
I'm sure, and Andrew's got a meeting with them tomorrow night, so maybe that's
I'm
something.
sure they would lap it up.
I'm sure they would.
It's not going to cost them anything. Why shouldn't they?
We'll just make sure that Simon has to go to every event. Is that all right, Simon?
Oh, absolutely.
No, seriously, that's a really good idea. I know we're joking around.
The only thing is, Pat, in the day, Simon doesn't go.
That's why I agreed. That's why I agreed, because I know
That's
that.
why he's got a smile on his face.
Yes.
I'll come and carry your crown, Sandra.
Sorry?
I'll come and carry your crown.
Okay.
Okay, so we will make that a suggestion. I can think there's the Mead, mind you. Yeah, there's the Mead. There's Forest Care. There's
The one in Elstree, the Booper one in Elstree.
There's there's Sunshine. There's Hill House, and there is the Radley that I can think of. 5.
Radley. Yeah, Radley.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I think it'd be much appreciated, actually, seriously.
I think it'd be great.
It's just cheery, isn't it?
Well, exactly, and someone's thought of them.
Yeah, and if they start now, they'd be finished for Christmas, wouldn't they?
They can start this weekend.
Rita, you'll be old one day if we let you live, that is.
Right, no, so seriously, we met again, Sandra and I, we met Stephen Craker, Helen Rose Ives and Liz Gore, and looked at the bowling green, because we're getting a lot of stick at the town about it's not fit for purpose in terms of residents being able to use it. So what we've asked them to do now is we can't go back because obviously COVID's caused a big problem. So we're looking for them to
Shouldn't there be an EMP? Should this
I
not be?
know. What I'm just going to say is, one of the things I suggested is that for the festival next year, maybe we could do a taster session for people bowling. Yeah, so just to get people used to the idea of using the bowling green.
Yeah, good idea.
Right.
Does that mean that they will improve on it? Because the issue was that they had carpet on the floor there, which moves around and all that.
Well,
Are they going to work on it?
Lots of problems there. You know, mostly it's older people that bowl and access to the toilets. So there's a whole range of things, but we've asked them to come back with some kind of business plan so that encouraging people to come and use the place, because the town council put 60 grand into it, and
it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
At the GMC meeting, was it over a year ago? He was there, and the same request was made for him to do a business plan and come back, and he hasn't come back to us at all.
No, because it's really HBC. I think we should discuss it honestly in depth.
It's not to be discussed here, really, I suppose. But on the other hand, it was just another thing that people might be able to do in when COVID goes. So,
Okay.
right. I think let's have a look. Is there anything on the next page? No. Is that the end of the evening?
Yes.
Now, don't be disappointed, Pat.
Oh, Pat.
Right. Dan, thank you very much for arranging this.
Thank you, Dan.
It's better than watching the goldfish on my television.
And I'm sorry I was late.
Well, you won't even remember that, most of you. But yeah, I had a friend whose children, when they used to finish children's hour on the television, they used to say good night. Her children actually thought it was bedtime. My children never ever did, but there we go. Those were the days. Right. Thank you very much for all attending. Definitely let's make sure that I've said the right date for the subcommittee is Tuesday, the 20th of October at 2 o'clock, and it will be at Fairway Hall unless the guidelines change.
Right. Thank you very much, Pat. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
And I hope the masked man enjoys himself at the pub, because he hasn't got much longer.